What's up, guys? So I'm sure most of you know what the setting is in a story. It's pretty much where everything and when everything takes place. Another tool in storytelling is called a foil. Not the one you bake your cookies in. So I think in The Witcher, the setting or the world is used as a foil character. Comparing and contrasting things can be very useful in getting information from both things. For example, if I have this circle that I say is orange, and then I have this other circle which is a darker orange, this other circle almost looks yellow. So in The Witcher 3, the world is a horrible place. It's a world that has been destroyed by war, it's infested with monsters, rape, murder, dishonesty, greed is a common thing. If you thought the world of The Witcher in the games is horrible, the world in The Witcher of the books is worse. I've seen so many people criticize CD Projekt Red because of this stuff. Everything that is presented in The Witcher, in the world of The Witcher, things that they say, people think that CD Projekt Red feels this way, that they're representing what they think. Everything you see, hear, and encounter in The Witcher when it comes to the world around you is done for a purpose. In a world that is corrupted, you have The Witcher. The Witcher is a mutant. People call him a freak. People say he's not human. He even says that he's been stripped of all emotion because of the Trial of Grasses, because he is a mutant. We are constantly reminded that this is not so. Another tool in storytelling is repetition. When you see something that is repeated over and over and over, it's not because they ran out of things to say, it's because they want you to understand that this is important. Geralt is constantly saying, I have no emotions, I have no emotions, I have no emotions, I was stripped of emotions. And they constantly put him in situations where you see the opposite. You see him love as a father, as a lover. He's constantly showing his emotions throughout the entire game, yet they constantly remind you, oh, by the way, he has no emotions. The game is constantly showing you there are monsters here. This world is infested with monsters, but so many times the monsters are worth defending. They're more worth defending than the humans. It's that trailer that I love so much, where the guy says, what are you doing? And he says, killing monsters. And what makes us realize this about Geralt? What makes us see that he really isn't a mutant, that he does have a moral system, that he does have emotions? It's the world around him. And you could see that this affects Geralt. There's so many conversations where he says, let's talk about the real war, where people rape each other and they do this and that and they kill, and he's saying these horrible things that people are doing, and the person he's talking to says, oh, that's just what happens in war. A lot of people criticize The Witcher 3 for misrepresenting gays, for misrepresenting women, racist, homophobic, because CD Projekt Red took the risk to talk about these things. A lot of people misinterpret it by saying, oh my god, look at all this misrepresentation and look how horrible this game is. But if you actually analyze and stop and see what the reasoning behind all of this is, The Witcher 3 is one of the only games out there that takes that huge risk to talk about these horrible themes, these themes that we encounter in real life all the time. And it's not because it supports it. It actually does the opposite. Let's take an example. One of the first quests where you're hunting a griffin, you encounter a hunter named Mislav. And you actually find out that this hunter is very good at what he does. Like, he comes very close to even Geralt's skills. He's looking at this dead body and he says, it was dogs. He says, wolves hunt for food and dogs kill for sport. Unfortunately, dogs learn a lot from us, and they learned the cruelty as well. He's like, we have to hurry before they kill somebody else, before they hurt somebody else. While you're looking for these dogs, Mislav is talking about soldiers that rape women, kill their husbands just for a laugh. But when they see a dog, they just kick it. You then find another dead person. He's like, oh, they struck again. And he actually knows this person. And it kind of reminds him of something in the past. And he says, oh, this was before I was driven away from the village. And Geralt says, what did you do? And he says, oh, I'm a freak. And Geralt says, I'm a freak too. Geralt thinks that he's actually talking about lycanthropy, like being a werewolf. He's like, oh, if it's lycanthropy, I could help. You know, usually it's just a curse. And that's where Mislav says, I was in love with a man. So many people have criticized this quest as saying, I can't believe they misrepresented gays. I can't believe they called them freaks. You meet this hunter who has better skills very close to yours. Better skills than any other hunter you've encountered. He's a really nice guy that wants to do good, and it's rare to encounter anybody that is actually a nice person in this game. Doesn't want anybody to get hurt. He's never represented as this flamboyant stereotype. He's a hunter that just happens to be gay. And he's a good guy. Better than the people around him. Better than the people that make him feel like a freak. As Geralt, they never gave you like anymore. They just said, I'm sorry. Sure, Geralt likes to sleep around with women. He's never mistreated women. He's always respected them. He's always stood up for them. He's always defended them. If any, there have been situations where there have been women being beat or even just bad talked by a guy, by some dude, and Geralt stands up for them. And this is another thing, people, because they see this like Geralt sleeps with women, and they're only like, the women are only there to show their bodies, and like, oh my god, it's so sexist, and like, so like, I can't believe they represent women like that, and like, you know, prostitutes and this and that. And it's like, are you not paying attention to the strong female characters in this game? They're strong, they're feminine, they're sexy, they're passionate, they're independent, they're warriors, they're survivors, they're intelligent. Yennefer, Triss, Ciri, Shani, Kira, Anna Henrietta, Sylvia Anna, Philippa, Vess, Priscilla, Ceres, Fringilla, and so many others. That Vess likes to wear her shirt way down here, showing a little bit of side boob. What? Don't women do that? Don't some women want to show off their bodies? Vess is one of the strongest female characters in The Witcher. In The Witcher 2, she was always Roach's equal. He always respected Vess as a soldier, as one of his best. The world of The Witcher is not there to misrepresent anybody. It's there to make them shine.